Hello everybody and thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be looking at the amazing Ferrari F40, the legendary supercar from the early 90s. The car is back on sale at the Haggerty collection at the minute. In this video I'm going to tell you why you should buy it immediately. We're going to be going through a 600 pp tune for Tokyo, a 700 pp tune for Le Mans, and I'm even going to try out the ridiculously expensive engine swap just so you don't have to. So the car itself is at the Haggerty collection, 3.1 million credits. Obviously not a cheap car, but well worth the money in my opinion, just for the sheer variety of things this car can do so well, which is what we're going to be running through in this video. So we're going to start off with the 600 pp tune for the Tokyo Expressway, and essentially this is just an absolute bog standard out the box car. All we've done is put a fully customised transmission in and adjust that to 340 miles an hour, and that's all you need for this tune. It's ridiculously fast in a straight line. This tops out nearly 200 miles an hour, over 200 miles an hour with a slipstream down the main straight, and drives brilliantly on the sports hard tyres. One thing to note though, this has got 1990s brakes and they feel extremely dated, so just be really careful with them. Just adjust your braking markers to accommodate, but once you get used to it, it's fine, and you'll have a lot of fun with this car. The tyres seem to last forever. You can pit at the end of lap 8 without any fuel saving. With a bit of fuel saving, I would dare say you could probably do the entire race on one tank of fuel, and it's just a joy to drive. It's so nice for a bog standard car. You can really throw it about. It's incredibly stable. Like I say, the only downside is those brakes, but we'll be rectifying that in the next tune for 700 pp. As you can see, across the line, the fastest lap at 2:07 on the last lap, and a pretty easy victory, pretty comfortable. And with that clean race bonus, you're going to bag yourself 825,000 credits. So let's get on to tune number 2, and this is the 700 pp tune for Le Mans, and this one's a bit more involved. So choose whatever wheels you want. Make sure you've got the wide width and standard offset on there. You want Type A spoiler, Type A side skirts, standard rear diffuser, and you want the Type A rear wing. This is the tune itself. We're going to be using racing hards. You want fully customised suspension. This is all the settings for that. We're using a standard diff. We're using a fully customised transmission, the settings for that. I think they're all standard. I just adjusted the ratios a little bit. Downforce is as follows: normal supercharged, turbocharger, weak anti-lag, racing intercooler, racing air filter, exhaust, brake system. Everything else is standard apart from clutch and flywheel. So let's get on to the race itself. So this tune is topping out at 540 brake horsepower, and it's an incredibly light car as well, so as you can imagine it's absolutely fantastic to drive. Absolute flying machine down the straights, well over 210 miles an hour down the Mulsanne into the first braking zone, and it just drives superb. It's just really nice and nimble, light on its feet, really pointy, loads of grip. It's just absolutely fantastic. The only downside to the car is it's a bit heavy on fuel. For this run I was going flat out and managing 2 laps each run, but with some fuel saving, if you just have fuel map, you can get 3 laps at least. But the car is just so fast, it doesn't really matter. You can easily blitz the opposition even when you're pitting every other lap. So approaching into the race, and as you can see we've got a massive lead. I even had the luxury of stopping the car for about 40 seconds on the last lap just to run that timer down. We had such a big lead, and we managed to cross the line well over a minute in front of the nearest rival. And with your clean race bonus, which is pretty hard to lose on this race to be honest, that's bagged us another 825,000 credits. So let's get on to the infamous engine swap. Now the engine swap in question for this car is maybe one of the most expensive in the game, clocking in at 1.35 million credits. It's a 6-litre V12 Ferrari Enzo, normally aspirated, so it's taking the turbos off the original engine. And let's give it a try just so you don't have to spend all that money. So not to do things by halves, I've done absolutely every upgrade you can do on this engine and car. As you can see, it's topping out at 958 brake horsepower, and I've bought absolutely everything and spent a fortune So this car's probably going to be looking at about 5 million credits now this owes me. So let's take it to the track and see if it's worth all that money. So with nearly 960 brake horsepower and that lunatic V12 howling behind you, obviously it sounds incredible. But the standard engine is well over 700 brake horsepower, fully tuned as well. So for the amount of money this engine costs, I just don't really see the point of it. It's not much better than the standard engine. I don't think the balance is quite as good as well with this engine in, and it's pretty useless, to be honest. The fuel economy is awful, so you can't really use it. I did try and do an 800 pp tune, but it was just atrocious on fuel. It was just unusable. So my advice would be to save your money and don't bother with this engine swap. It's an awesome car with the standard engine in there, with the 600 and the 700 pp tunes that I've shared with you, and you can earn a lot of money with this car. It's just absolutely phenomenal. I'd save you 1.3 million and just avoid this engine swap. So that's it from me. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed them tunes. Thanks for all the brilliant comments and the subscribes that I've got recently. I really do appreciate it. And let me know how you get on with this tune in the comments. I'd really like to see feedback on it and see how people are getting on with it. So with that said, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye.